Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over how you're going to be able to take out Gigantamax with minimal people. Now, it has been done with 4 people from Japan, and they went about it in a very interesting way. We're going to take a look at all that, we're going to discuss it, and then we're going to hop into mine and see what I'm going to be personally using, and quite literally one of the best counters you can use to go up against it. Now, there's a little bit of another thing here, and that's going to be there needs to be a particular type of move for it to be easier. So we'll go over that. Hope everybody's having a great day. Happy Halloween. Let's go. We're here. We made it. All right. So taking a look at this here, I'm going to put up an image of this particular person who did post this here. Of course, we're going to give them all the credit. I'll put a link down below to their Twitter as well. They've got quite a few followers, like 150,000. It's pretty crazy. And they do go on to explain everything here. So taking a look at the statistics that they have going on for their team before we look at the video, all right? So Gigantamax, Gengar, but before we do get into that, there's a few things we've already discussed if you missed the videos. Essentially, Niantic has made these Gigantamax raids easier. They're giving you 25,000 Stardust and XP per raid. That's not including a star piece on, and easier to catch, okay? So, I mean, they're listening, and I understand there are still some concerns, but I'm gonna just try to make this, easier for you, help you out, to bring you this information. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I'm not gonna go over every little thing on the screen here. You could pause it if you want, but essentially, the best one to use is going to be Metagross, okay? And again, it has to have the poison type charge moves and or psychic, okay? Now, apparently, I didn't realize this, but the Gigantamax are going to have their moves set in stone when you go in there. So say it has Shadow Ball, it's going to keep using Shadow Ball. If you back out and go back in, it has a chance to have another move. So you want to get one of the poison moves, Sludge Bomb, okay? That's going to be resisted by your Metagross, therefore taking a lot less damage. So taking a look at their moves after that brief introduction there, they do go on to say just keep backing out until you can figure it out. So they do go in there with some Blastoise with Bite. These are not going to be the Gigantamax Blastoise. These are going to be the Dynamax, because when you do have a particular quick move, you're going to be able to use that quick move as your Dynamax charge move. So it is going to be a dark one for Blastoise doing more damage. But from the video that we're going to be taking a look at, it doesn't really look like the Blastoise are really putting in that much work. And the key thing is going to be Metagross. And he does go on to say that having a full team of Metagross will be a lot better for you in this case. So they go on to kind of explain the stats there for those Blastoise and the level. So let's see here. Pokemon level 40, and the thing is, I understand not all of us can just start investing in these Dynamax Pokemon. I completely get it, but if there was one thing to invest in right now, it seems like it's going to be Metagross. Going forward, it will be pretty good for you as well. It does not have a Gigantamax, so you don't have to worry about catching another one and powering it up. It is only a Dynamax Pokemon. Not everything is Gigantamax. They do go on to say that, of course, the moveset on the Blastoise are going to be Bite and Hydro Pump. They do not have Hydro Cannon, so they did not use an Elite Charge TM. Same with the Metagross, no Elite Charge TM, because of, again, you're going to have Zen Headbutt. When you Dynamax, it's going to be using a Psychic Charge move, that one that looks like kind of like an alien beaming you up. So you got that going on. So essentially, you're going to want to go in there with as much powered up Metagross as possible. Now, I'm not telling you to make 3 level 50s, but level 40 ideal, and you should be able to do it with minimal people if that is the case for you. They did it with 4, and you're going to see there's a lot of strategy within this too, included using the shield. So I did actually power up my Metagross's shield, although we are going to have a pretty decent sized group later. So effectively going in there, I'm not going to have to worry about all of this stuff. I'm just going to be able to tap the screen like usual, right? But this is just a little bit of a tip if you have as little people as possible. So the trainer 1 had Blastoise level 40, level 40, level 50 Metagross. Trainer 2, level 40, Blastoise, Blastoise 40, and then level 50 Metagross. Third trainer had level 40 Metagross, level 40 Blastoise, level 50 Metagross. Fourth trainer had level 40 Metagross, Charizard level 40 due to limited options, and then Metagross level 40. So as you can see, Metagross is going to be key here. And you do also have the Gengar option. And if it does have a poison charge move, then you are going to be taking a lot less damage, although that quick move will be doing Well, they don't quick move you, they just charge move you. Dynamax, okay, so never mind, forget about that. So Gengar is effectively going to be doing great if it does have a poison move. If it has Ghost, you're done. Okay, one shot, you're out of here. Metagross is going to take quite a bit of damage too. Now, we're going to go ahead and start this video, and then we're going to hop into my counters themselves to see what we have going on. So I'll go ahead and start this video right about now. Again, I'll put a link down below so you can follow them or check it out yourself on Twitter if you want. All right, so we're going to have it sped up here. They do enter with the Blastoise. Now, there are a few strategies that we need to discuss as well that we've already been over. You're going to see going right into Metagross. Did you see that? They had the Dynamax Energy ready to go with their Blastoise, but then the Metagross came in. You can do that right on time if you're quick enough, or I don't want to say if you're good enough, but if you're quick enough. So essentially you're saving the health on the Metagross and just building up that energy. Now you're going to see that they did use their shields. I have 2 shields there. Now that's going to be key because you're going to take no damage from the charge moves, all right? And as you can see, the charge move into the Dynamax Metagross up against the Gigantamax Gengar is doing a whole hell lot of damage there. And yeah, I'm super happy I powered up my Metagross, so let's get it. Pretty awesome stuff. Now, I know this is a bit of a challenge, and not everybody's going to be able to just pour resources in. I completely understand, but at least you're able to see that this is, you know, at least possible with minimal people. Maybe not 4 for you, because you're not going to be able to invest all the resources, and or simply do not want to invest all the resources because this whole system is just very resource heavy and wasteful, really big time. I feel like a lot of it is. I powered up a damn Gigantamax Blastoise, the next day I get a better one. That's my own fault. Figured it was going to happen, right? So as you can see here, they're really putting in the work. I did obviously speed this up. Took about like 6 minutes, 5 minutes or something like that to defeat it, but that's just typical for these type of things here. Now, if you have, say, 6 people, I highly recommend obviously going in there with what we just recommended. Again, if you have the Gengar Dynamax, you're going to be able to go in there with that. But here's the thing about the Gengar Dynamax that I don't want you to screw up on. So you're going to power up your Dynamax Gengar. If you have 100 or 98, maybe you could power it up to 40. But what's going to happen is, as soon as you beat the Gigantamax Gengar, you can use that. Ah, yeah, exactly. This is the problem. See? So maybe just go in there with a decent amount of people, or as I was coughing there, whew, had to skip the video. And they defeated it. 25,000 Stardust, 25,000 XP. Don't know what's going on. Whew, choking on my saliva over here. All right. I have that Blastoise Gigantamax. I'm not investing any more in that. I'm not going to invest in this Blastoise either. I just don't find it justifiable. Now, I'm going to show you the team I'm going to put together here, but, you know, again, you got to be very careful with this because you're going to be wasting a lot of resources. Although you are going to be getting 25,000 starters per raid, not including a star piece, plus the XP, which you can get right back, but that doesn't mean you should just waste it, you know, and just invest in whatever because you're going to get it right back. I mean, you could. You got to make investments to take it out. Scarce Stardust doesn't make Stardust, right? So let's go ahead and power up this Gigantamax or Dynamax, or at least level it up. I'm going to power up another one, but not all the way. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Garbage ass IVs. Yeah, I know. Massively wasting Stardust over here. Absolutely incredible. But at least I'm going to be equipped and ready to go if I do run into a smaller group while I'm not with my other group when we do meet up at a later time. And I'll just have these ready to go in the future. More than likely, I will be putting Meteor Mash on one of these so that I can have its best moveset. But I'm not going to do that right now. There's just really no point to do that, right? So we're just going to hold off. So there we are. Looking pretty good. I just wanted to bring this information to you. Looks like, yeah, it's a lot easier. And yeah, 4 people did do it, although it did take quite a bit of resources and strategy as well. You can't just have everybody attack, okay? Now, I have to admit, I'm guilty of that too, but we did have a bigger group, so we weren't really on edge to try to really figure out the best strategy to win. It was just almost like, all right, we're just so many of us here, just attack, right? Yeah, of course I did heal once in a while. You've seen those videos, but you do have to use that shield. You do have to have somebody healing, and you do have to have these decently powered up Metagross, but it's possible. So there you go, folks. Enjoy yourself, have a good happy Halloween, and if you celebrate it or not, personally, you know, I'm not really big into celebrating it. It's just good vibes from when I was a kid. Just, you know, fun times. I like scary movies, scary stories, and all that good stuff. So, anyways, be safe out there. Horrible streets, it's snowing, and of course it is. But, you know, we're going to get that snow sooner than later. Just be careful out there, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.